This is the top 10 Legend of Zelda games 2020 edition. Number 10, Oracle of Ages and Oracle of Seasons. The Oracle of Ages and Oracle of Seasons were released first on 2001 for the Game Boy Color and then for the 3DS in 2013. The games hit all the boxes with well-thought dungeons, puzzles, and item hell. The games themselves look almost identical, but they do differ in characters, settings, and storyline. So yeah. Plus, you get 3 friends along on your journey. Ricky the kangaroo, Dimitri the dodongo, and Moose the flying bear. Plus, music hits the spot dead on. Number 9, Skyward Sword. The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword is by far the best game for the Wii. Personal opinions. Unlike Twilight Princess for the Wii, Skyward Sword nails the motion control. Probably the only reason I prefer Skyward Sword on the Wii over the Wii version of the Twilight Princess. Although there are some other differences, but anyway, we'll get to that. Skyward Sword, after all, is the beginning of the Zelda timeline. It marks the inception of the famous Master Sword and one of the coolest bosses ever, Demise. Especially the first part, where it's like completely realistic sword fighting. The dungeons in the game are definitely top 3, top 2, especially the Ancient Sister. The enemy AI is also pretty refined and spot on for quite an old game. But the caveat, the game isn't perfect. It's probably one of the only reasons the camera isn't perfect. Definitely not. It's probably the only reason why it's only 9th on my list. Number 8, The Legend of Zelda. The original Zelda game from 1986. It started it all. It had an open world for the time and had beautifully thought out dungeons, bosses, mini-bosses, etc. But unfortunately, it hasn't aged well. That's why I can't say that much stuff about it, because I haven't actually played it myself. The Legend of Zelda, The Minish Cap. The Minish Cap is a colorful, beautiful, rich game, especially to me. The art style pops and looks extremely good. I'm actually currently doing a let's play on it. Please go check it out. The dungeons, bosses, items, and are all well thought out. And of course, the Force Art. It was made and forged by our hero in this game. The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess HD, or The Legend of Zelda Link Between Worlds. I honestly couldn't choose which one was better. Let's start with Twilight Princess HD. Twilight Princess HD doesn't have those annoying finicky controls and looks 10 times better. It also has the best companion in a Zelda game, Midna. It also has the most realistic vibe to it. Link Between Worlds is a masterpiece by itself. It features the most powerful version of the Master Sword too. This game honestly perfected the formula of Link to the Past, though still had some very, very small problems. It also had by far the most intuitive mechanic in a Zelda game yet. If you've enjoyed the video till now, I would appreciate a sub and a like so much. But still, thank you for watching. Link to the Past. This game was a turning point for the Legend of Zelda series. This was it. The game looked good, sounded good, and still does. This was close to perfection when it comes to storytelling. Not perfection, but close to. At the end, you will be sad. Very sad as to why this game has to end. The story, mechanics, characters are all masterpieces. Number 4, Wind Waker HD slash Majora's Mask 3D or the N64 version. Both games are absolute masterpieces. Let's start with Majora's Mask. Majora's Mask 3D and Majora's Mask, the original, look amazing, sound amazing, and contrasting in some ways to Wind Waker HD, dark, very, very dark. The game explores death, sadness, depression, hopelessness in a way not done before in the history of gaming. Wind Waker HD, with its cel-shaded graphics, is aged extremely well. It has a gripping story with a boy coming of age forcing the gods to make him the hero after his sister is kidnapped. Our hero searches the seas with hope and determination. Link's Awakening Switch. This game makes me cry. Every time I think of it, I cry. Seriously though, you bond with everyone on Koholint and are like family as you wash over there from the sea. But to return to Hyrule, you must kill everyone, nuke the island, and then wake the Windfish. Marin, bootleg Mario, old man, everyone dies. And you get clues everywhere. But you don't realize it till you've done it. And the music, oh no. Oh god, I'm gonna cry for another 10 days. It's so beautiful and sad, but can also be bright and cheery. Number 2, Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild strayed out of the Zelda formula so much, but still had that familiar, music feeling. Yeah. It had a beautiful, massive world filled with so many details no one will ever see. 3 years later, there are still small details everyone missed. The combat system is also perfect. Breath of the Wild also happens to be a climbing simulator. Seriously. Breath of the Wild also grips you with a fierce and amazing story. But Koroks, why Nintendo?
It's over
Why
9,000!
900 Koroks? All you get after collecting all 900 Koroks is golden poop. But then, the music. Okay, now that's music, seriously. It's refreshing yet familiar, especially to Ocarina of Time. And you'll soon know why. Well, because many of the songs are just remixed versions of Ocarina of Time soundtrack. For example, Zelda's Lullaby is like remixed for the Temple of Time. Hey Nintendo, make Link left-handed again. Why did you change it? Why? At least give us a option to do it. You don't have to force it. And yes, that's my biggest gripe with it. We get to number 1. Here are some honorable mentions. Number 1, Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time. Why is Nintendo so good at making me cry? Seriously though, at the end I cried so hard. The story hits the ball to the next universe. The characters are rich with emotions. Link exhibits so much character, but at the same time, you can very easily imagine yourself as Link. This game also perfected the dungeon. It is the game. Even the water temple. If you get the basic idea, you will enjoy it yourself from experience. It also has the greatest plot twist ever. Period. This game signals the change from child to adult. It captures every emotion perfectly. I only have one gripe with the 3D world. It sometimes is a bit too bright, but the music, oh my god, perfection. For example, the 6 songs the 6 warp songs, which are Prelude of Light, Minuet of Forest, Bolero of Fire, Serenade of Water, Nocturne of Shadow, and Requiem of Spirit. Brilliant. I would even go as far as to say as they are the best songs ever in a game. Actually, Ocarina of Time, I'd say, is a timeless masterpiece and is the best game all of time.